Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On second down, Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Kamara, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Kamara up the middle. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From midfield, here's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And here he'll get it down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
A 2-yard loss.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets gets this across the 25-yard line.
41
yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be...
And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd and 6. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that Travis Kelce! A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Block it in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Watson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He got 29 yards that time. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Saints are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Allen. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left, Godwin. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
16 yards. First down, New Orleans.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Watson's throw caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Watson on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got...
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner.
There he goes, left side. Off to the races, Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 88 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Cook up the gut. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And that is no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Quick throw completed by Watson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a third and goal situation. Watson going to try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent deep.
Touchdown, Saints. Tutu Atwell, 26 yards. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Again, Kamara.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Saints are close.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He may go.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tutu Atwell.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Allen. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing now is Allen.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now Allen. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Kamara. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
84, Bills 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Allen. Got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And Watson's going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
91, Bills 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.